Hello students. So in the previous video we were doing exercise 18A and we completed question number 1 to 7 and question number 13. Now let's start with question number 8, where we have to find, we will learn two things. One is frequency table and one is cumulative frequency table. Okay. Cumulative frequency table and another is frequency table. We will understand the difference between them, and in the exam they will give you any one of them. They will give you, either they can give you frequency table and ask you to find cumulative frequency, or they will give you the cumulative frequency and they will ask you to find the frequency table. So in the first one, we'll start with question number 8. The class interval here is 0 to 8, 8 to 16, 16 to 24, 24 to 32 and 32 to 40. Frequency is given. Frequency is given as 9, 13, 12, 7 and 15. Now in the question we have been asked, if you read the question properly, question number 8, you have it in front of you. If you read the question properly, if you read the question properly, it is given, construct a cumulative frequency distribution table. Construct means make a cumulative frequency. So we have to make cumulative frequency table, and normal frequency is given to us. Okay, so I have to find the cumulative frequency. Okay, I have to find this cumulative frequency. Now how to find the cumulative frequency? See, pay full attention. The word cumulative means the previous value is getting added to the next value. Okay, the word cumulative means the previous value is getting added to the next value. Frequency means only that particular value. See, for example, what does this information mean? Class interval is 0 to 8. 0 to 8 means students who have scored between 0 to 8 are 9. There are 9 students who have scored between 0 to 8. Then there are 13 students who have scored between 8 to 16. Okay, so exclusively between 8 to 16 there are 13 students. But what does cumulative frequency means? Cumulative means adding the previous value also. So if I say cumulative, first of all I'll explain you how to find cumulative and then we will discuss more on that. So how to find cumulative? Always the first value, copy it as it is. 9. We are supposed to find this table. So first value from the frequency, copy it as it is. Okay. Then add this value with the next value. 9 plus 13. 9 plus 13 will give me 22, and write the answer here. Understood? Now again this value add with the next value on the frequency. Okay, whatever answer you get here, you don't need to make these arrows, I am making it for your explanation. 22 plus 12 and write the answer here. It will be 34. Now add this 34 with the next value 7 and write the answer here, 41. Then 41 plus 15. So you will write the answer here as 56. I hope you have understood how to find the cumulative frequency table. These are the answers. That's it. It's a small sum. Okay. Once again I'll repeat how we did. Copy the first value as it is. Add this value with the next value of frequency. Write the answer here. Add this with the next value of frequency. Write the answer here. Okay, so we have to keep adding and write the answer. Add, write the answer. Okay, now what does it mean? What does cumulative mean? Cumulative means that between 0 to 8 there are 9 students, and this 22 means that, see, between 0 to 8 there were 9 students. This 22 means between 0 to 16 there are 22 students. Okay, means, see, 8 to 16, 8 और 16 के बीच में 13 थे, और 0 और 8 के बीच में 9 थे. तो अगर 0 to 16, पूरा 0 to 16 देखेंगे तो 9 + 13 22 स्टूडेंट्स होंगे. तो क्यूमुलेटिव फ्रीक्वेंसी क्या बताता है कि टोटल, इन दोनों का टोटल क्या है, 22 है. इन दोनों का टोटल मीन्स ये पूरा रेंज 0 से लेके 16 में कितने लोग हैं, 22 है. अगर यहाँ पे 34 है तो 34 का मतलब क्या है कि ये पूरा रेंज 0 से लेके 24 तक, इनके बीच में कितने लोग हैं, 34. नाउ दिस 56, अगर लास्ट वैल्यू लेते हैं तो दिस लास्ट वैल्यू मीन्स दैट 0 से लेके 40, टोटल 0 से लेके 40 के बीच में कितने लोग हैं, 56. नाउ दिस 56 विल ऑल्सो बी सिमिलर टू, if you add all these numbers of frequency, you will always get the total similar to this value, because this 56 also means कि सबको ऐड किया है, and this 56 also means कि सब वैल्यू को ऐड किया है. ओके, तो ये तो मीनिंग था क्यूमुलेटिव फ्रीक्वेंसी का. ऑल्दो दे वोंट आस्क यू व्हाट इट मीन्स, दे विल डायरेक्टली आस्क यू टू फाइंड द टेबल. So you should know the formula that 9 + 13 is 22, 22 + 12 is 34, that way. Okay, so let's try one more sum here. But most important part here is that you should understand what is asked. The most common mistake students make it, they don't know what is asked in the question. Like, now once we'll do question number 10 and 11, you will see they have given the cumulative frequency and they are asking you to find the frequency. The method changes, but students simply find again the cumulative frequency only. So always read the question properly and understand what is asked. So this was the first part. Let's do the second part now. I'll again draw the class interval. One to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, 31 to 40, 41 to 50. In these type of sums where you have to make cumulative frequencies, this class interval is of no use, but still we have to draw it because it is a part of the question. Cumulative frequency. I'll write the frequency values here: 12, 18, 23, 15 and 10. So what were the steps? First, copy the first value as it is. Now I'm not drawing the arrows here because it will look messy. So copy the first value as it is, 12, and add this 12 with the next value of frequency. 12 plus 18 is 30. Then 30 plus 23 is 53. 53 plus 15, 68. 68 plus 10, 78. That's it. Okay, sum is done. So that means I'm writing here to find cumulative frequency. What is the method used? Add with the next value of frequency and write the answer here. Add with the next value of frequency and write the answer here. Okay, this is a kind of design to remember how to find cumulative frequency. Okay. Now the ninth sum, where they have already given the cumulative frequency. So read the question for the ninth sum. It is given: construct a frequency distribution table from the following cumulative frequency table. So construct a frequency distribution table means the cumulative frequency is already given. Okay. So they are asking us to construct a frequency table. Okay, construct a frequency table. So I'll copy the class interval first. only 4 values are given, and the second column is already cumulative frequency. And what we have to find the frequency table, so I'll write the third column as frequency. Now the cumulative frequency is already given. Now using the cumulative frequency, how to find the frequency? See, again copy the first value as it is. Now from this second value, subtract the previous value. Okay, see, we are doing the reverse process. In finding the cumulative frequency, we used to add the next value and get the answer. So now from cumulative frequency, if you want to find the frequency, you will subtract, correct? So see, first value copy it as it is. Then from this next value, subtract the previous one. So 19 minus 8. 19 minus 8, you will get 11. So whatever answer you get, write it here. Then 23 minus 19. See, subtract from here. Subtract from the previous value. So 23 minus 19 will give you 4. 30 minus 23. 30 minus 23 will give you 7. That's it. So to find the frequency, what is the method you follow? You subtract with the previous number. Okay, and then write the answer here. Subtract with the previous number. Now you have to notice one thing here, that cumulative frequencies are always increasing in nature. See, 8, 19, 23, 30, they always increase. See here, cumulative frequency again, 12, 30, 53, 68, 78. Because you are adding the next value, so definitely they will increase. Here also 9, 22, 34, 41, 56. Okay, so they are increasing. You must remember that cumulative frequency always increases. Frequency doesn't follow any pattern. Okay, see, it is increasing, then decreasing. It can do anything because this frequency, it is random values. But cumulative frequencies are always increasing. So this one thing you should keep in mind. Now why this is important, that cumulative frequencies are always increasing? I'll write here CF is always increasing. Now why you should know this? Because sometime in exam, once there was a question, they gave you these numbers, but they did not mention here that this is a cumulative frequency. They kept it blank and they just gave these numbers and they wanted you to find the frequency. They did not mention that it is cumulative frequency. So by looking at the data, if you look at the data and if the values are increasing, you must understand that it is cumulative frequency. Okay. Generally, they won't ask you such difficult questions, such tricky questions, I will say, because the solution is very easy. But they will properly mention that it is cumulative frequency and this is frequency. But if they don't, you should remember that if the values are increasing, then it is cumulative frequency. Okay. So I hope you have understood this. Let's do one more sum. Cumulative class interval and cumulative frequency is given. We have to find the normal frequency. Now copy the first number as it is. Then here 30 minus the previous value. Subtract the 30 minus 18. 30 minus 18 is 12. Then 46 minus 30. 46 minus 30 is 16. Only use this. You have to use only the CF values. 73 minus 46 is 27. Then 90 minus 73 is 17. We are subtracting these values. subtract with the previous value, and write the answer here. First number will come as it is because there is no value before 18. So this 18 will come as it is, and then from 30 minus 18, write the answer against 30. Then 46 minus 30, write the answer against 46. Okay, so now I think you have understood how to find frequency, how to find cumulative frequency, and this note that CF is always increasing. So if you want, you can copy these three things somewhere in your notebook. How to find CF, frequency, and you can even write in your own words if you understand some in some other language, like add, keywords. In frequency it is subtract. You can write in your own words, for it will help you in revision. Okay, so now we'll do the 10th sum. So in the 10th sum, you have the question in front of you. So I won't copy it again. Marks. Then there are number of students. Now read the question first. Don't look at the table. First read the question which is given in 10th. It is said that construct a frequency table from the following data. Construct a frequency table. See, these values of number of students is 6, 15, 30, 39, 53 and 70. Okay. Nowhere in this question it is mentioned that these values are cumulative frequency. But there are two hints here to understand. First of all, in the question they have said construct a frequency table. If they are asking you to make frequency table, that means definitely cumulative frequency is already given. Okay. And second thing, one more I have told you, that when the values are increasing, you have to understand that this is cumulative frequency. Okay. I hope you have understood how to identify which sum it is. So in the question itself, they clearly mention that construct a frequency table. That means we have to find the frequency. Okay. That means the data which is already given is the cumulative frequency. Okay. Now marks. Marks are given in different form. It is written that they are less than 10, less than 20, less than 30. So less than 10 means we have to write the range. Less than 10 means they are 0 to 10. Less than 20 means 10 to 20. Then so on, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50 and 50 to 60. Okay, don't copy it as it is, less than 10, less than 20. No, you have to make these numbers, you have to make these intervals. Okay, now CF is already given, we have to find the frequency. Copy the first number as it is and keep subtracting with the previous value. Okay, you can even pause the video and try it on your own. So 15 minus 6 is 9, 30 minus 15, 39 minus 30 is 9, 53 minus 39 is 14, and 70 minus 53 is 70. This is the answer. I'm copying the question because I want to explain you something to you. I'll again draw a table for solution. Now see, I copied the question because I wanted to show you something. Here you can see below 4. How many students are below 4? Number of students 0. So below 4 there are 0 students. That means you don't need this, because below 4, see, first of all I have told you that you have to convert them into class intervals. Means below 4, then below 7. See, there are intervals of how much? 4, 7, 10. So below 4 there are 0 students, means this information is gone. Like see, the intervals here, as I said, 4 to 7, 7 to 10, 10 to 13, 13, there are gap of 3 numbers, correct? So if I would make the class intervals, I will make it as 1 to 4, 4 to 7, 7 to 10, 10 to 13, 13 to 16, correct? This is how I would make the class intervals according to this information. But they have said below 4, means this 1 to 4 there are 0 students, so there is no point writing this class, correct? So this class is eliminated basically. So my answer is only these 4 classes. So while writing the answer, while making the table, and if you read the question, they have told construct a frequency distribution table from the cumulative frequency table. So you might have noticed by now that the values are also increasing, and we have to make a frequency table. So that means the given value is already cumulative frequency. Okay, so I'll make a table here, ages, and I won't write this value 1 to 4 below 4 because the number of students is 0. There is no point writing that. So I will directly write 4 to 7, 7 to 10, 10 to 13, 13 to 16. And I'll copy the values of CF. Those are 85, 140, 243 and 300. One more thing. See, even if you write here 1 to 4, you write here 0 and you solve the sum, still you will get the answer correct. Okay, nothing will change in the answer. But that value is extra and you are not supposed to write it. That is why I explained you to eliminate it. In the answer also behind, they won't mention this value. Okay, even if you write it, as in the cumulative frequency is 0, so it won't affect your answers. It won't affect your values. But we should not make mistakes. We should not give chance to the teacher to deduct our marks. So we have to find the frequency. How to find the frequency? Copy the first number as it is, 85. Then this number, second number, subtract from the first number. That means 140 minus 85. What is 140 minus 85 here? So it is 55. Then 243 minus 140, that is 103, and 300 minus 243, 57. This is our answer. Okay. Now there are 2 sub questions also. Along with this, there are 2 sub questions in this. They are, first, state the number of students in the age group 10 to 13. So they are asking us, first question, number of students in the age group 10 to 13. Number of students in the age group 10 to 13. So now, whenever you have to find the number of students in the age group 10 to 13, only between 10 to 13. So the number of students in the age group 10 to 13 are 103. Answer is 103. Answer is not 243. You might think, why not 243? Because this is given here number of students. But as I explained you, this is cumulative frequency. And what does cumulative frequency mean? That this 243 value here is the addition of all 3. This 243 is 4 to 13. all the numbers, all the values between 4 to 13 is 243. But what frequency indicates that this 103 is only 10 to 15. How many students have age between 10 to 15, 10 to 13 is 103. But this 243 indicates that students with the age group 4 to 16, because cumulative frequency adds all the previous value. Okay, that is why see here also. This 243 indicates all the students who have age below 13. All the students age below 13. And below 13 will include below 10, below 7, below 4, everyone. Okay, so this is not a specified range. So always remember, cumulative frequency does not give you a proper value. For a proper value, you have to always find the frequency. That is why in this sum, they first asked you to make a frequency table, and then they are asking you this question between 10 to 13, so that you find the value from here and write the answer. Okay, so cumulative frequency is the sum of all the class intervals, but frequency is only about this range, 10 to 13. Okay, the second question, the sub question 2 is state the age group which has the least number of students. The age group which has the least number of students. Now which age group has the least number of students? Now this, use the frequency to find that. Okay, because you cannot use cumulative frequency, because cumulative frequency is always increasing, so the last number will always be greater than all the numbers. But I've told you, these are not accurate values, these are cumulative values. So use this and see which group has the minimum number. The 55 is minimum, so which age group? 7 to 10. Your answer is 7 to 10. Okay, now see here, if you would have include 1 to 4 group, you would have got the frequency 0. And when this question arises, the age group which has the least number of students, you would have written 1 to 4, because least number of students, frequency is 0, but 0 frequency is not counted. Okay, so to avoid that mistake, we initially eliminated this group. Okay, so our correct answer for the least number of students, that is 55, is age group 7 to 10. Okay, I hope you have understood. If any doubts, you can even message me if any confusion here. But I hope I have explained very slowly and clearly the concept. You can even rewind the video and listen to it once again. The difference between cumulative frequency and frequency. Cumulative frequency is you keep adding the previous values also. Okay, so this 10 to 13, this 243 is from this entire, all the values. Okay, but this 103 is only this range. This 55 is only between this range. But 140 is both these, from 4 to 10. Okay, so cumulative frequency does not give you the accurate number. Frequency gives you the accurate number. So always write your answers from frequency column. Okay. Next. So the last question of this exercise, question number 12. Very simple question. In fact, it's like just filling the blanks. You can even do it on your own. You must pause the video and try it on your own and check your answer. If you're getting the answer right, don't watch the solution of the sum. You can just forward it. So this 25 to 34. Okay, so this is red. Copy all these values. I am not doing it because they are of no use. You copy it in your solution. these values are to be found. Okay, very interesting question. See, this is the table of frequency and this is cumulative frequency. Okay, from the frequency table, first of all, one thing is very clear, that the first value is always same for both frequency and cumulative frequency. So if this is 15, this will also be 15. Pretty clear? Okay, then you know that to find the cumulative frequency, what you do, you add this 15 with the second value and write the answer here. Okay, so 15 plus this box will give you 28. Okay, means 15 plus this value, let's say x, will give you 28. So what is 15? What is x? 28 minus 15, that is 13. Am I right? So this value here is 13. Okay, then next 28 plus 21 will give you this value. We are finding CF. This is the CF. Okay, so you add like this and write the answer here. You add, write the answer here. Okay, from frequency we are finding the cumulative frequency. So 28 plus 21 will give me 49. 49 plus 16 will give me 65. 65 plus this value will give me 73, means 65 plus x will give me 73. This is rough work. Okay, so x is 73 minus 65, that is 8. So 65 plus 8 will give me 73. 73 plus 12 will give me 85. I have completed all the missing values. We have filled all the missing values. Okay, I hope you have understood the sum. Very simple. But just remember two things here. Two things are most important. That when you find the cumulative frequency, okay, you add like this and write the answer here. Add like this and write the answer here. And when you are finding the frequency, what do? You subtract with the previous value. Okay, so here we had cumulative frequency. Frequency was already given. So we used the method zigzag and got the answer. So 13th sum was already done in the previous video. Copy this. That's it. In the next video we'll start with graphs. So keep graph papers with you. Scale, pencil, everything. Okay. That's it for today. Thank you.